Oh, I guess I have to grab that, huh? Oop. Cran, what's up, man? All right, I'm gonna set some stuff up. Oh, I can't wait. I gotta take some notes too as well, so I have everything set up for the solo vid. Should be good. Should be good. Yeah, so we're gonna run through. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I'm gonna run through. I mean, again, I know we briefly covered some stuff yesterday. So the plan right now is I'm gonna run through all of the matchups. We're gonna look at the updated numbers based on today, and then as we go through each one, I'll give my prediction, and I'm gonna kind of set it up so when I do it, hopefully I can just kind of cut it too as well. So there will be a little brief piece of prep. I was thinking about kind of doing it just solo, but I thought, you know what, it might be nice to kind of do it and be able to interact as well. And, you know, people want to share their thoughts, have any questions. So yeah, we're going to run through that here in a sec. And then if I do get an updated, scan from the Hero Scrolls team, which I already reached out to Ezio on a little while ago, then from there, I want to take a look at the state of the gen pools. So we'll probably do that later. However, we can still do it even if we don't get the updated pool, because I can use the one I have now just to kind of go off of being able to mark the kingdoms for what specific gen pools they're in, and then I can just kind of copy that column over to the new sheet. So that's kind of our backup on that. But I at least want to get through getting all the matchups and then the updated ones, of course. And then on top of which, doing some predictions too as well. Yeah, and then I also want to take a look at the map to see just kind of how the zones are looking like for like what the opening, because then maybe we could do some deep dive ones if we're kind of looking at, you know, zone 2 matchups and how those could potentially play out. So I am somewhat interested to see that too as well. Yeah. Miguel, what's up, man? You are never solo, Poppy P. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, so no, it should be a good one. It was the font. Oh, hang on. Oopsies, is that my? Oh yeah, that's not the right one. Oh yeah, I think it was the one I was looking at here. Yeah. Nice. I keep forgetting, man. It's prep chat. Gotta remember that. El Prepo. That's kind of nice too, because you can kind of set that stuff up now, which is great. Absolutamundo, yeah. Yeah, I literally was just talking to Tiny about how much fun this KVK should be. Oh man, I can't tell. I can't tell because part of me felt like Tiny was really serious last night about his whole approach of, yeah, man, like the matchup isn't even close, you know, at all. Which was partly it felt like how he was making it sound, and I don't know. I need to look at the numbers again based on the 55 mil that we're doing now for minimum power. So now it's only doing stats based on players that are at minimum 55 million power and above. So I think that's going to be a lot better for us to take a look at. But yeah, basically I'm going to go through each of them now. Cause like yesterday, you know, I think we were just, you know, trying to kind of like figure things out and just kind of see how it was going to look. Yeah. Yeah, so this should be a lot better, I think. And then I'll kind of do it all in one go too as well. I'm very interested in the winner prediction. William, what's up, man? Yeah, GDBL, what's up, man? Going to be interesting, KVK. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think a number of them will be. It's funny because, you know, like you have some of the memes on COD Discord that are basically making it seem as though that it's like a little rough. And, you know, so, you know, as an example, you know, here's a few, right? Of just, hang on. So this one was funny. This one was actually pretty spot on, I think, based on what people didn't know. And it just very much felt like it. And then I saw this one that was posted. This is actually pretty funny. It says, while haters go mad about Hot not joining G2 to prove its worth, the Hot is patiently awaiting G2 service to join G1 instead. It's like the epic Uno reverse, right? It's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why anyone necessarily was kind of making a meme about it, because I thought Batman said he was going to come. Excuse me, I thought he said he was going to come next season, right? Which is what I thought was stated. For at least what people had heard before. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, kind of felt like a little bit too early there. A little bit too early there on the meme to hit, if you catch my drift. Yeah. And then I think there was, let me see, I'm just kind of loading these up too. And then the next one, this was funny. This is like NVR. this was good. This one was good. I think Midget posted this one as well. Yeah, and again, I don't know if is he posting that because that's what the Zone 2 opening is going to be, which I'm imagining, right? If he is posting it, and I think there was like a Zone 2 note attached to it. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, absolutely could be the case. And we do need to go and look and see how the zones are opening for that too as well. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, he said, and this is what made it funnier to me, is that biggest upcoming Zone 2. It's like, oh yeah, it's the one we're most looking forward to. Yeah, but again, I need to take a look and see it for myself. Yeah, I definitely just thought that was somewhat funny. CID. And then what? 22. What else? Oh, hang on. Who posted? Dude, I'm telling you, dude, yo, Midget's been on a roll though, which is shocking because it feels like, you know, Midget's been like on a temporary arise spree here with some of these. So this is okay. Let's see who I'll be fighting this KVK. Merc, EVG. Is this a play? I'm so confused. Is this a play? And he was trying to do something with what happened to Oh my God, who was the guy? Who was the guy last season? I'm already forgetting his name. Was it T? Not T. I'm forgetting their name, right? It was the person who was an officer in Milk and YSS. Oh, God, I'm gonna have to go back in my video and look. KT, thank you. Okay, yeah, someone said okay. Yeah, thanks, Sonny. KT, right? So is this like a play at the KT thing, or no? Like, was it meant and kind of intended to be a little bit different? I mean, that's kind of a little bit on how I looked at it initially. Yeah, but clearly, I mean, I guess you could also say that it's probably more of a play at just the fact that you have two people that can be playing two accounts on, opposing teams. So maybe it's, a little bit more at that directed. And then PP posting this one here, which is like EVG and W. And then they just take, ISS just takes all the goods. Yeah, sure. I didn't actually see this one that was posted. How kingdoms under 20 bill be migrating to G2 from G2 to G1, G3, G4 after realizing how bad the devs screwed up matchmaking every season. I'm not gonna play the music just because of the copyright potential. Oh, it's the parent. Oh, I see what they did. Oh, I see what they did there. That's funny. That's funny. I see what they did there on that one. Yeah. Oh, you got to face 225. Should be an easy win for you. I just migrated from 25 with my TFS crew. Yeah, 225 took a hit, but Chip is a good leader, and the guys over there are hard fighters. Yeah, I know they'll give it 100%. True. That's funny. Yeah. We're facing YY. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, dude, the return. YY and his return, absolutely. Sonny said a lot of people playing multiple accounts, probably Merc in the same situation. Yeah. I mean, interesting. Oh, hang on. Is that the lady calling me? What's up? Hello? Hey. Oh, I'm just streaming. Yeah. No, not yet, but I will. I'll do it. I'll do it before the kiddos get here to give them some. Have it ready for dinner. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can just go put it on then right now. Oh. 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 My bad, missed opportunity. I said my bad, missed opportunity. Okay. All right. How's the day going? Well, you can still come back and just grab something else to eat. Oh. Okay. 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 I'll see you later. Okay, I got you. I got you. I'll help you out. All right. Oh, where's my jams? Where's my jams? I hope Tiny gets 0. That's rough. That's rough. I mean, slightly rude, but rough. All right, let's go ahead and get underway here so we can jam this out. So I got my notes up. We are going to, let me get one more of these and then we'll jam out. Yeah, because I also want to update the Row League stuff, so we might do that later. Okay. So, where's my matchups here? So we're going to do this now. So let's go 148, and then I'm going to save these, and when we do it, we'll give our thoughts on them as well. And maybe I'll take a note here. We'll see. We'll see how we're going to do this. Yeah. I did hear from Flaming because I did mention to him some of the updates, the things I was talking about yesterday. And he hit me back and said he did like some of the ideas. So, yeah. So, okay, yeah. So it's top 3, right? Boom, boom. And then, so this is KVK1. Oh, I see how that works now. Here we go. Cool. Okay. So I gotta make sure I make a note here. Oh, I guess I didn't update this fully, huh? Ooh. Yeah, I gotta save this one though, right? Yeah, so this is gonna be oh, hold up. Where my notes at? No. No, I need the folder. Oh, here we go. Oh wait, wouldn't it just be downloads? Yeah, it would be. Cool. We're gonna rename. Let's do this G2 KVK1 matchup. Awesome. Solid. And I wonder how it comes up though. Oh, did I change it? What happens if I... Oh, I see. Okay. Darn. I thought I would actually be able to... Oh, I see. So I can't actually move it. I see here. I kind of wanted to throw it up as... Oh, I see. So I could just grab the link for it for this one and then go to the next one. Okay, I'm figuring things out. So I just have to have, because we're not going to do them all, right? We'll probably do like, maybe we do a top 7 or a top 8 or 10, even if we show the rest, but maybe we'll only kind of do deep dives. So this actually works out a lot better than I thought. I just have to open up a bunch of different tabs. I was thinking of, man, it'd be cool if I could just open it up as a save it, like open it as an image link, which I guess technically you can, but you're just doing it as the own site link. So yeah, that's fine. We'll do it this way. Let me open them all up first, and then we'll kind of go through everything because I'll have everything up. That's what we're gonna do. So that's KVK1. We're gonna open up KVK2 now, and then I'll kind of give everyone my predictions. Yeah, this way it'll go a little faster too. Now that I'm thinking about it. Nice, we figured it out. Yeah, Cranmo Tiny is cool as F. Tiny's gay. Yeah, I mean, he is. Tiny, what up, baby? Being dude. Guts. Being, why are you being a freak? What? What is that? CoD BN wants milk. Listen, man. It's got good nutrients. All right. Oh, what am I doing here? Okay, so let's get her done. Nice. Let's load these bad grills up. So this is 2. I actually don't need to even save these now that I'm thinking about it. I just gotta boom. Now we do KVK 3. Hey, there we go. Getting some speed. I am speed. There we go. So what's this? 115. Too bad I can't name these 2 as well, but I know. I'm not trying to sit over here and ask for too much. That'd be ridiculous. But seriously, I'm gonna have to call an investor meeting with Flaming. Yeah. An investor meeting with Flaming. Be like, listen, man, you know, I've been putting in work on the ideas behind this site. You know, let's get that priority access. All right, so that's 3. Let's do 4. All right, let's see what's up. See what's up. All right, so it's gonna be 320. That's so funny. 341. Let's see, 357. Actually, I don't think about it. I actually could have probably loaded these up earlier too as well. Coops and dubs. 756. All right, generate. Bam. Cool. This is KVK4, aka the true KVK1, which is funny. All right, now we'll do KVK5. Like I said, we're not going to do them all, but I want to at least kind of load up the top groups so we can cover those, as I think those will be good to look at. Also, I love having 3 monitors. Miguel says, we miss Drewski. Dude, I do. I'm telling you, man, I do miss Drewski. I do. And I say that because I miss the KVK Analytics website. That's what I miss the most. Because I really felt like there was some great magic that we could have done there, and even more ideas that I have now for what it could have been. And yeah, man, I mean, I just think, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm sure I could find someone else, you know, and I've talked about it as well before, is that, listen, man, if someone comes along and they can do something like building the site that Drewski did, but, you know, maybe even possibly make it a little bit more automated, like, I'm down to work with them. I'm down to pay someone for that. You know, because I think it's a great resource. I think there's a lot of value in it. But yeah. So, and the good thing is, you know, based on kind of what Drew and I worked on, there's already at least a little bit of a blueprint right for it as well. I mean, I'd rather work with Drewski on it because, you know, we've kind of already set it up. But again, I know he's got his thing going on, and you know, he's doing a little bit, he's focusing on his IRL stuff, which again, as always, man, you know, that's always going to be the priority. So for me, you know, it's just more of the idea that I loved. I loved what we were able to kind of put together and build, because there's just nothing like that right now in COD. And there was nothing even like that in Rock. I don't even know a kingdom builder that had ever put together something like what we did. So I absolutely would love to try and revisit it, but you know, I would probably need someone who has a little bit more of that expertise on that front. So yeah. Yeah, but that's absolutely, man, what I miss working on, dude. It was great. Twas great. What's that? KVK 6? Okay, so it's gonna be 7, I think, right? Yeah. Is it 22? Okay, cool. All right, yeah, we're good. We good. You the Gopian. Thanks. Bah. I tried. Hey, yo, what's up, man? Need names of these server numbers. I know. No, I know. And so, like, that'd be cool if you could name it on here. I mean, again, I feel like this is just a little bit more of, you know, it's kind of plug and play, plug and generate. It's not really meant to kind of be that. And I don't know if I would really even recommend Flaming to kind of do that, just because it is different, right, than kind of what I was putting together, which just had a different focus. This is just more of kind of a matchup generator, so it's not really meant to kind of nickname, if you will. I mean, sure, would that be like a nice little quality of life thing? Absolutely. But I'm not, you know, that's not something I'm, you know, kind of over, you know, over the top with saying like, oh yeah, you know, this absolutely needs to be there. I view that just more as a nice to have, not a need to have. Cool. So that's 7. Let's do 8. And then we'll see where we're at, if we're going to stop there or continue. And then we can get into our predictados. What's that? 189, 449. Cool. Yeah, because I like looking at these numbers a little bit more with that minimum put in place, which is great. Cool. So boom. All right. There we go. So that's so what do I look at? 24. So this is about 47 bill for the group. Okay, maybe we'll do one more because I think that was 7. Was that 8? Okay, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8. Okay. Let's maybe do 1 or 2 more here. I just want to see what the numbers are going to look like. Maybe we'll stop at 8 because I need to look at what the total power is for the other groups too as well. But this is, I think we're getting close here. Got a feeling we're getting close. 7, 204. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Oh, she called me back? What just happened? Oh no. Oh. Okay. Just gotta let the lady know that she was breaking up a little bit for me there at the end. Yeah. Okay. So that's 9. And then what is that? So that's 4. So it's getting a little bit lower now. Right. So this is, well, oh, I'm already at 40 actually. Oh crap. I didn't realize that. Oh wow. So look at the drop here. If you're looking at totals. Right, which is, let me skadoosh this over here. So if we're looking at totals here, this is KVK 6, 7, yeah. So you're almost at 80 bill, and then now you're over 80 bill, a little bit more than that. And this is KVK 4, it's obviously the strongest. Even KVK 1's around 80. So basically around here, you're seeing a big drop off. So between KVK 7 and 8, so maybe that's where we'll possibly do the cutoff then. Because here you're at around 78, 79 bill, but then you do a significant drop off once you get to KVK 8, and now it's around 47, right? So you're talking 31, 32 billion on power drop off there. And now you're just kind of around the same area. So I think this is 10, right? No, it's KVK 9. Was that the one I just did? 82? Yeah. Okay. Let me just check. Well, this is the last one I'm going to look at. We might not do these. I just want to see if the power's still about the same or if it drops off a bit more. And then we'll go ahead and get into our predicts. Cool. Okay, so I think, and what are we at here? So this is 48 bill. So it's pretty much all around the same. And there's around 10 bill power kingdoms, and then it drops a bit more. Sometimes, yeah. So maybe we'll keep the top 10, but we'll just focus on the top 7 just because that's a little bit more around that 80 bill range and above. Yeah. Hexman, what's up, man? Welcome. Cranmo, I know someone who may work well with BN. I'll message you. Dude, absolutely, man. Listen, and I've said it before. If anyone knows someone that can do, website coding, which is... hang on, I can't even remember what the thing was now. Oh, here it is. Hang on. It's here it is. Yeah. I mean, listen, right? Like, and this is what Drew built for us. So, if anyone could do something like this, just link them to the site. I'll throw the link in the chat, but just like, and it's on, I don't know if it's on the website anymore, but it's in some of the videos I've done. If you link them to this, and see if they can basically do something like this. But really, the key thing is just have it be more automated, a little bit more automated. Like it is already decently automated for me to kind of plug everything in. And obviously I could talk to anyone kind of about that, but yeah, I mean, this is the example, right? That's the example I'd give. Sonny, we just have no idea who these servers are. Recognized Kingdom is. Yeah. William, being it's because you're getting to stage where there is some T4 people, meaning your 55 mil part doesn't work well. Well, oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I see. You mean like once we get a little bit lower in the KVKs because some of the kingdom numbers are maybe a little bit higher. I could see that. Absolutely. For where part of that drop off is happening. Yeah. I wonder if this will change if I go up here. Does it reset it though? For the 82 one? Let me see. I'm curious if it will, or does it just update it? Oh, it does. So if I refresh, then it's back. Okay. You know, I'm curious. Let me compare then on that note if that's right. So let's go 20 and then let's look at 82. Let's see how big of a difference it would really make. Why not? And then it's what, 27, right? Yep. 204, 787. Okay, let's generate. And then let's drag. Let's see how that looks now. Right, how much power are we missing on the table? So, here's 55 mil minimum. So we're looking at 21. Let's be a little bit more exact here, right? Let's calculate. So let's calculate. So we're looking at 21.94 plus 23.59. So that's 45. There we go. Let's do that. So 45.53, and that's at 55 mil. Let's look at this now. And this is at 20 mil and above. They're counting. So this is 24.13 plus 25.93. And the answer is 50.06. And that's at 20 mil. So the difference here would be, let's minus 45.53. So we're leaving about 4.5 billion on the table. I mean, it's decent, but it's not, I don't think it's anything massive at that point. But yeah, I mean, I wonder, let me see, 24. I bet you, well, no, because you're not leaving out anyone here. You're probably leaving out more of the T4 peeps, I would imagine, and maybe some player counts. So if it's like 242, 250, how does that look here? Let's look. Oops, hang on, where's the player? Oh, there it is. So it's a 190, 194. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So it is more. It is more. It's almost 100 T4 players. But I mean, it is. That's true. But the thing about it is that I personally almost would rather like looking at those. Now, yeah, maybe I think you could make the argument for possibly some of the lower KVK groups. You could probably say, okay, maybe we should look at the 20 mils. So, for example, if it's maybe, where was I? So this is KVK 7, right? So maybe from KVK 8 and beyond, you say, well, look, because the power is lower, it's probably better to look at it from like the 20 mil number, or even maybe the 30 mil number, right? Versus the 55. I think you could maybe make that argument, just because you're going to end up having more T4s at the lower KVK groups, and that's going to make up more of your fighting base. Not the majority of your fighting base, but it'll make more of your fighting base versus from the top KVK groups. I think there's some logic there. Yeah, so I think all these though are 55. Oh, sorry, the last three I think are 55. Right? Yeah. Except for that one. So yeah. But then, I almost wonder, because wouldn't some people make the argument that even if you're missing that amount of T4 players, like the T5s, you're still just going to end up having an easier time? I'm not sure on that one. 10, maybe we will. So let's do... So this is 20 for 189. Let's just do that then. We'll just update that real quick. And then we can do that for those 3. That's fine. I'm not sure if we'll do a deep cover on those anyways, but maybe if we just want to show it off, that's fine. Okay, we'll do this and then we'll get into our, we'll do predictions for the top 7 groups. So that's probably what we'll do. We can maybe go over 8, 9, and 10, but I probably won't do it as kind of as much of a deep dive as the others. So that's 7 at 20. This should be 8. No, sorry. This is 9. Yeah, I'm tripping. So this is 9. And that's 80. Or I guess they're both 20 then? Okay, cool. So this is 9. And then this is 10, which is the 212. Cool. Yep. All right, we're solid. So let's do this last one, and then we'll go into predictions. All right. All right, cool. So I think we're set. All right, let's start with KVK 1. What do we have? Especially at KVK 11, I'm in A33. We have a lot of, yeah, T4, yeah, because we are a newer kingdom and such. No, absolutely. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, let me take some notes too as well on what I say for each one, on kind of like where I'm leaning, just so I have a record of that. So, oh, hang on, what's the number though? SOS2, let me write this down. 4133. Okay, and then I'm going to put this as KVK1. All right. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. All right, cool. Awesome. All right. So I got everything noted here on my pad. So this will be good for me so I can make a note as far as kind of where I'm leaning on what side. Okay. So for KVK 1, these are, again, this is data pulled from today on the 24th. And again, we're looking at 55 mil and above for players that are getting factored into the stats. Okay. So we have a 3.5 build diff in favor of 148 for DTF. There's what, 2.5 mil average power diff. That's pretty non-existent. This is nice. So we got almost a 3% PvP activity diff that favors 289, which is the ST group, or sorry, let's go 620 PGD group. I mean that is something. Hero power, what? That's 300 mil or so off. Okay. Kills 238 to 224. I mean, that's pretty small. That's what, 14 bill. Deads 5 million, 50 million, excuse me. So not too big. Heals 5 bill, not that bad. Mana, which I think is for the spent mana, right? I mean, you're looking at, what's that, 100 bill, 102, 120 bill. So not, I mean, not that much with just given how much it is. I mean, it isn't too far away. Legendary heroes. I mean, you got almost 500 more legendary heroes. I mean, we've talked about that before, right? That's going to factor into the stamina usage. So, right, what is it? So, heroes going to DTF, power going to DTF, slight average power, but then PvP activity decently goes over to PGD. Max pets 1525, that goes PGD. And yeah, like that's what I was telling Flaming, right? Is like on the totals here, highlight which team also has the best totals outside of highlighting like which kingdom has the best. Do for the totals as well, right? So you kind of get the individual and the team stat that you're able to do as well. Exemplars 181, so that's pretty small. Players 3,300. I mean, you got 20 more, right? But again, it's pretty small there. Right, the full T5 numbers, 307, 284. I mean, what, that's plus 13, right? Going the other direction. And then let's look at some power tiers. Now, the one thing we can't see on here is the merits from last season, which, again, I'll have to see if that's something maybe Phoenix would be interested in adding in, because that would, I think, just add a little bit more depth. However, if we're going off power, we'll start at kind of 100 mil, because I think that's just more appropriate to look there first. 100, 125, was that plus 6? Going to PGD. 125 plus 4 going the other way. Plus 4 going to DTF. Plus 9. And then no one above 500 mil. The problem is, like, this is like a pretty big range, right? Depending if you're 200 to 500, but I guess. Like, I almost would have felt better if you went like 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and then 500 plus, something like that. But I guess it is. So, I mean, for this KVK1, I mean, honestly, this is pretty darn close, man. Like, it is not bad, I think, when you're looking at the numbers. Yeah. I mean, I would partly kind of make the argument here that you could maybe say the DTF team, the top, a little bit. Yeah, I think you could say like little, right, slight advantage. But I mean, the numbers aren't too far off. Like, they're pretty close, right? Which to me, that's really good. Because oftentimes, what do we talk about? Where if you're going to have one side that has a little bit more PvP activity, then on the other side, you'd like to see a little bit more power, you know, possibly having a little bit more like general power, maybe even average power, along with also seeing that reflected in the power tier number breakdowns. So again, I actually think this is like a pretty balanced KVK when you're talking about what the final zone matchup could be. I mean, I would argue the devs did a pretty good job on this one, right? So yeah, I actually don't think this is actually too bad. But I'm gonna say slight advantage, 148 DTF team. That's what I'll say. Yeah. I'm curious what you guys think for KVK1. And again, I'll have to do, I think once I do these 7 and I give my thoughts, I'm gonna set up a poll. You know that I'm thinking about it. Maybe we set it up now because we already know what the matchups are. And then as I go through each one, I can give you guys. Sonny says we can't comment because all we know is DTF PGD. We don't know the other servers are. That's rough. That's rough. Let me see if I can just set it up real quick. I might as well while I'm here. Let me see. I don't know where I put my polls though. You know, let's do this. Cranwell, how many people just yawned after being me? I'm sorry. Listen, man, I got like 7 hours of sleep last night, so it wasn't bad for me. And I'll always cover my mouth. I'm not just going to do it. I'm not some, barbarian, where I'm going to let you guys look down my esophagus. Like, we're that kind of stream. So, but yeah, if they come out, I will politely, which is never intentional. Yeah, I feel like, if I got 8 hours, I probably would have been all right. All right, let's do this. Folder, let me do polls. I'll just do polls on this. It'll make it a little bit easier for me to try and remember. You guys. It's the yawning stream. That's what it's gonna be. Okay, G2. What is this? ROTD, right? No, sorry, TR. Matchup. Prediction voting. We'll say that prediction voting. There we go. Okay, so we'll do. I gotta write this out, right? Let's do this. Okay, and then we'll do option 1 is. Oh, you know what? And then I'll link this. Oh my gosh, the genius on this. So then we'll do this. We'll say matchup review link before voting if you want. Bam. All right, cool. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do the matchup and then I'm going to post the link in the match or in the voting area. So like if people want to go and look at it before, that's what we'll do. Okay, cool. So option 1. So this is going to be 148. I mean, I might as well write who they are. So it's a DTF. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's set this up real quick, and I could post this and you guys can go into it. Can't just go into our first KVK Road League match. Been diabolical. Oh, man, really? Oh, so this is... Okay, so it's going to be 304. And that's... Oh, that's swag, right? Yeah. So that's swag. And then 500. That's HD, I think. Is, right? Yeah, we'll do... I just don't know. Is it hyphen HD? I always remember. Isn't it hyphen HD hyphen? Isn't that how they do theirs? Right. I think so. And then we have 289. Yeah, we're going to set this up now because this will just be so much easier if we get this done now and do it. This is ST. And then it's 620. And who's the SPGD? I totally just looked at them too. And then who's 684? OPB. Cool. Well, while I'm only doing 7 of these, this actually shouldn't go. It shouldn't be that bad. So we'll do KVK2, and that's 4134. And then what we'll do is we'll grab the link for this. Oh, dude, I can't believe I didn't think about this sooner. Oh, so nice. Yeah. So 49. I know who you are, though. Oh, I don't know 194. Oh, TDC. I should have known that. I was just thinking, what would you guys say if I did... you know what I'm thinking about doing now? I'm actually thinking about, what if I hosted some kind of like Jeopardy series? What do you guys think about this? When I was talking to someone about this maybe weeks ago, and I was throwing this idea out there of, what if I ran a Jeopardy series of, where I got, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 or so people at a time. And I got everyone into a call and we did some, maybe not Jeopardy, but maybe like a Wheel of Fortune. I guess it could maybe be a Jeopardy thing, probably, right? But basically, like, I'll grab questions from the game and have people try and like answer them. But again, maybe kind of Jeopardy style, we'll all kind of host. I'm curious what you guys think about that, because I was thinking about this. I'd have to like I'd have to flesh out a little bit more of kind of the ideas, but I was thinking, man, that could be so fun to watch. Like if I got some of your favorite people, right? Like we got like some favorite, you know, more popular figures, or, you know, we did a bunch of like R5s and stuff. I mean, like some of these things could be cool. You know, maybe even just like regular community members. Yeah. I'm gonna have to give this a little bit more thought, because it was something I was kind of playing around with. Oh, 256, yeah, that's RP. And then 283 RFF. Oof. All right, required. All right, duplicate. Awesome. Yeah, we'll finish these off real quick here. And then that's going to be the number 3 one. Awesome. That's back. Yeah, because then I can show these numbers off for what the community thinks on who's going to win. And then cover that when the season starts. It could be good. So we'll do 428. Let's see. Is that NM? Is that how it's mainly just 185? Oh, it's Hannah. And 3, so this is 4. Oh yeah, so this is the big one. CVG. Oh, NWE. How rough. YSS, and then 5 OMG, 375 NBR, 756. I'm not sure on them. Oh, SAB. And that's 4, 5. Yep. Okay, we're good there. Cool. We got 3 more here then. And then we can finish with our thoughts. And I'll link this the moment I finish. So for anyone who wants to just go ahead and vote, or if you want to follow along and then vote as we kind of go through and break each one down, absolutely, you're more than welcome to. 17. That's 17 ED, right? But isn't it hyphen? It's hyphen ED. Hyphen, I think. Or I'm sorry, parentheses. Apostrophe. Excuse me, apostrophe. I think that's what it is. 16 milk. 538. Oh, VOD. VOD. Other side 203. Wolf. So it's 21 SW, I think, right? I think that's what we're doing. Cram, I got a 145 meeting, peeps. Have a great day. See you, Ben. Later, man. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Cranmo says, yeah, that'd be pretty cool, BN. You could do one a week or something, then have a tourney of champions. Yeah, man. I mean, I'll have to figure it out. I mean, again, I really like the idea. It's just a matter of kind of figuring out the outline, and because I have an idea in my head on it, I just got to write it down on paper. So, yeah, I'm actually gonna think about it a little bit more. All right, this is KVK 6. Here. Cool, 62. Awesome. So last two here. Oh yeah. FG, I should have done that one. Jeez. Yeah. I'll need to see if there's a, now that I'm thinking about it, I need to see if there's some kind of like a Jeopardy, like an online Jeopardy thing I can set up, some kind of like interface that I can use. I wonder if they have something like that. And that's I. Is that right? Okay, good. Whew, man, I thought I was missing some there for a sec. Oh, all right, there we go. That's 540's yo. All right, last one. Sweet. And that's going to be 7. This would be 7. Okay. That's VP22, 30, which is 30 NA, and 381. I'm not sure on that one. A wind. Last one here, fam. RSTM. Nice. And then it's 724. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah. Well, I think I have it saved. Can I preview? Oh, I should have to publish it, huh? Oh, whoa. Oh no, I'm trying to link this though. Oh, that blows. Oh man. Oh man, can I code this in somehow? Rough life. Let's see. Right, what's up, man? Yo, yo, yo. Just arrived home. Did you show the OPB match? Not yet. Not yet. We will be. We will be. I'm trying to make the form real quick for all of the matchups. Oh. Hang on, let's do it this way. Oh, here we go. I figured it out. Oh, I see. Hang on. I figured it out. I figured it out. Cool. Figured it out. Figured it out. Nice. All right, almost done. And I'm going to link this to you guys as well. And then this should all be set, ready and set and good to go. All right, last two. Done. All right, man. Oh, let me preview this. I think we should be good. And does it go? Yep, it works. Awesome. Sweet. All right, here it is. I got it posted in chat. So that should be, yeah, we're live. Cool. I'll just leave that in. So we're all set up on that. Awesome. So There you go. So there's that. I'm gonna go through the rest of these now. So we did my thoughts on KVK1. My note that I made here was that I felt like there was a slight advantage, but again, very balanced for that matchup. Now we're gonna look at number 2, which is the 4135 Rhinos. Oh my God, we are KVK1. Yeah, I mean technically, you are technically right, and that's just because I mean, you know this, Rhinos, as others do. The way that they've always done the KVK numbers is that whoever is the youngest KVK number within that pool is referred to as, i.e., KVK1 and so forth. So to me, it's funny how KVK4 is technically, power-wise, you would assume they would have been KVK1. So, yeah. Sorry, you missed. Oh, yeah. My prediction was that I think that the DTF team or 148's team has a slight advantage, but overall, I think the matchup is very balanced. I think the devs actually did a pretty good job on that one. Okay, KVK2, this one. So this is 4134. There on Road to Dawn. So we have who do I got? 49,194, 266 on the WBA RP RFF, right? Or we can say NTS, TDC, and REC. Okay, let's look here. So 66, there's what, a 3.3 billion power diff. That's favor of the NTS team. I mean, average power on this one's actually decent, right? You're talking 21, about 21 mil here. And keep in mind, we're looking at 55 mil plus as well. Yeah. Rhino says, apparently I'm top 1 power in KVK1. Too much responsibility. That's funny. That's good. That is good. Oh. That's fun. That's good stuff. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, there's that. 186.64. Okay. So a little bit more power, 20 mil more average power. I mean, again, that's something. It's not super big, but that is a decent amount. PvP activity percentage is about 1.5% going the other way. In this case, in WBA's favor. Hero power is like super close. I don't know how much stock I'm going to put in that. Kills 357, 327, so 30 million, 30 billion more. I mean, very small. Deads 2.44, 2.99. Oh, so I mean, this is something a little bit more, right? You're talking about almost 600 million more. What, 550 million? I mean, that's something, right? Which means, those willing to take more deads on the other side also have a little bit more PvP activity. Mana 3.182 for spent versus 3.42. So, I mean, that's almost 300 billion. Was that 240 billion or so? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty small given how big the numbers are. Sure, I guess maybe you could say it's something, but again, I don't think there's that high of a priority put in that just because of how small the margin is. However, the Legendary Heroes one, that is something to put. I mean, that's almost 1,100 more Legendary Heroes, which means the potential for just having that much more stamina usage. Right? I mean, obviously, yeah, the troops need to be there for that too as well, but that's a lot. And then max pets. What's that? Plus 14 on NTS. Exemplars almost plus 40. What's that? 37. But players at 55 mil plus going the other way here. So what's that? 25. I mean, that's pretty decent. And then, okay, yeah, that's just the T5 stuff. Okay. And then at 100, it's what, 17 to 61. I mean, wow, jeez. Okay. 125, 150, 80 to 105. So that's a very much smaller. What's that? 23. 150, 200. Plus, geez, plus 49. Wow. At 200 to 500, that's plus 20 on NTS. And then 500 to a bill is 2 to 3. So that's one more wow. I'm going to be honest. This is actually not bad. I mean, I do think, yeah, like that, these ones are pretty big, but it's like you kind of have it going. Yeah. I mean, between 150. Excuse me. Between 150 and 500 power. Wow. I mean, but you lead them here and then on the high end. So part of me feels like you're kind of somewhat breaking even-ish throughout. Examples, max pets. I mean, this is actually not that bad, really, I think, when I'm looking at it. Yeah, you know, part of me wants to give a slight advantage. Yeah. Part of me does want to give a very slight advantage to the NTS team, only because of just how like crazy random they were at. I mean, they were. I mean, they underperformed greatly. But I mean, could you argue it going a slight advantage on the other side? I think you could. But yeah, I think that's going to be my take on that. I think slight advantage is going to be on the NTS side. But again, I think it's pretty balanced. Again, based on the numbers, this actually isn't that bad. I am shocked now when I'm looking at these stats compared to what I had before on how it looks to me. So yeah, so that's going to be my take for KVK2. Oh man, Rhinos, dude, coming in as a member, man, joining us for a twofer. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. And then also, geez, just the back-to-back 5 gifted. Too kind, sir. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. I'm gonna cry later. Okay, let's keep it serious. Okay, we're gonna go to KVK3. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, I got a message. Sorry, I just got a message. I'm just reading it right now. think I didn't. Oh, I have to do this captcha thing. Okay, there we go. I'm done. I just got sent something very interesting. Okay. Let's go KVK3. Let's take a gander here. Okay. So we got Beck, Inc., NM going up against LYS, Hannah, and CVH. So what's that? 1.8 bill, very small. Going to the Inc. side. Average power, 3 mil, very small, very, very insignificant on that front. PvP activity, I mean, that's a little bit more. Something was that 2.2% going in favor of the CVH team. Okay. Hero power, pretty close. Kills, 22 bill. Small deads, 1.09 billion. Okay. So what's that, 90 mil? Healed, 16 bill. Okay. Mana, 300 billion. I mean, that's a small amount. What's that? 10, like what, that 15%? 13, 14-ish, around there. So, I mean, that's something, right? It's not too small. It's not too big. Legendary Heroes, pretty close here. Only about 160 separates. Max Pets, +5. That's very small. Exemplar is only 2 difference, so it's actually not that much. Wow, this is actually a lot closer than I thought for KVK3. Oh, wow. Players, 309, 304. Again, very close. We're looking at 55 mil plus. This actually isn't bad. Wow. Full T5s, only +6. I mean, dude, this is probably the closest matchup we've seen so far. Wow. I mean, out of these first 3, I'm going to say this is the most. I mean, the other 2 are pretty balanced, but this has to be the most balanced one I've seen so far. Okay. Let's look at the numbers here. So we got at 100, 125, 73, 63, so it's +10. Okay, small. 125, 150, that's +12. Okay, that's favor of the Inc. team. 150, 200, now going the other way, +17. 200, 500, right? So that's +50 CVH. And then 2 to 5 are 37 to 28. So it's what, +9? That's going in favor here of Inc. Interesting. I mean, I would say based on how like these go in that direction, at least for the 150 to 200, part of me feels like maybe that kind of evens out the 100 to 122, 100 to 150 ish. And then, I mean, the plus sign isn't bad, right? But that's like 33% about more on that. So that kind of goes what, in favor Inc. On that one. A little bit more mana spent. Players a bit more. A little more power, a little more average. I mean, this is pretty darn close, man. Wow. This is pretty darn close. I'm gonna have to give this a second pass. Man, maybe I actually go slight on the CVH team here. Huh. Yeah, because my initial thought is I would go ever so slight advantage on the Inc. team. But I'm just giving it a second pass for clarity's sake. Yeah. I think I'm going to change that because I was thinking, and maybe there was something there. I don't know. I mean, part of me does feel like I could go either way. Because part of me does want to value I do want to value the PvP activity a bit more here. Yeah, but then it's like I look at mana spent, kills, heals are a little bit more legendary heroes. I don't really worry too much about the pets and exemplars. You got a few more players. I mean, this is so close. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to go slight advance, advantage, Ink, the Ink team. Yeah, but I'll make an extra note, but most balanced. I'll put most balanced number 1 for how I feel. Zaid says, keep in mind, Ink had 0 fights last season, so they underperformed as hell. Okay. Brett, what's up? CVH. All right, okay. Yeah, like I said, I mean, you could make a case, I think, for either side. Right on who I'm leaning towards. I could. But I think I'll go with that one. Okay. Let's go KVK4. And that's going to be 41.36. So this is the big one. KVK4 is the big one. Yeah, as I said, so if Ink play like used to, they have advantage in every stat. Yeah. Nader, what's up? Are you going to cover all KVKs on a seed tonight? What do you mean? Oh, you mean am I going to do it like on a video? All KVKs. Or do you mean on a stream tonight? Well, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing now, is going over the KVKs. I will summarize it all into kind of a shorter video. That's kind of why I'm doing some of the prep now. And I'm kind of doing like an early go through or an early walkthrough, and I'm making notes for kind of where, you know, what side I'm leaning on. Because I'll release this all in kind of a shorter video. I could probably get this down to like 8 or 10 minutes, I'm sure. So that way, if people kind of want, you know, the quick and dirty version, I can do that. There's a couple things I wanted to kind of do. So unless, again, like I said, I'm not sure what you meant though on that fully. Okay, so KVK4, let's look. So this is actually a little bit more power-wise. You're like, what, 3.6 billion? And this is who? OMG, NVR, SAB, EVG, NWE, YSS. Okay, so you got about 3.6 bill going NVR. Average power, super close. 3 mil separates, really good. I mean, PvP activity, 0.2%. That's pretty non-existent, I think. Hero power, not too worried about that. Too bad they couldn't show how many maxed legendaries you have. Maybe I'll ask Phoenix about that. That actually I think would be a better stat. Or a good stat, I should just say. But okay. I mean, it's close. It's like, what, 250 million based on power for that. Kills, 406, 416, 10 bill, so it's not that big. Deads, 2.34, so that's what, 240 million on deads? I mean, okay. That goes favor YSS. I mean, it's pretty small. Heals, 309, 311. I mean, again, very close in numbers. Mana spent, 3.72, 3.56, so that's 1.6. Sorry, 0.16. So you're on 160 billion. I mean, that's pretty small given how big the numbers are, I think. So legendary heroes, very close here. Even though the NVR team has, what, 300 more? I mean, it's pretty small. Max Pets 186, 180, only 6 differential. Exemplars 290 to 296, only 6 difference. Players 372, 398. So, I mean, there is 26 more on the MVR side. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's look and see how full T5 is 361, 380. So it's plus 19 there NVR. If we're looking at 100 mil numbers, so it's 55 to 67. So that's what, plus 12. At 125, 150, now it goes the other way, plus 8 in favor of YSS. They actually break even at 150 to 200. That's nice. Between 200 and 500, it's 111 and 120, so that's plus 9. And then at 500 to a bill, it's plus 2 there in favor NVR. Yeah, that's... Wow. Yeah, I mean, part of me feels like they kind of broke even a bit here on this. I mean, at least, ish. I mean, I think if you're talking like 200 to a bill, it's plus 9 plus the 2. So you're talking plus 11 there. I mean, I do think that is something. And full T9, full T5, plus 19, plus 17 having additional, or sorry, plus 16 on having additional players. A little bit more legendary heroes. Mana goes a little bit in their favor. Dead's a little bit in their favor. Huh. Hero power, PP. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, man. Part of me actually wants to kind of give... I'll be honest, part of me does want to almost give... Oh, man. Yeah, I was going to say, man, like, I'll be honest, part of me is, now that I'm thinking about it, part of me is actually wanting to give a slight advantage, but probably more of like a break-even advantage, a break-even slight advantage to NVR, just based on how the numbers look. Like I said, I mean, I would want to look at merits too as well. I think that is something to look into. But, I mean, part of me does like how the data looks for the NVR team, even if it is just ever so slightly more. I think if anything, I'm kind of either calling for, I would say either this is like, again, prime, which to say that, and to be fair, is also to say that I think the matchup, yeah, man. I mean, ugh. Part of me almost feels like, you know, you got to look at the average power too as well, like where YSS is compared to the others, because the only ones that are decently close to them is OMG and NBR. Right. I mean, SAB is kind of almost right there with NWE. It's not really too far off. But I say all of this to say, like, this matchup isn't bad. Right. I mean, yeah. Would it have been better if NVR was a little bit stronger? Absolutely. However, I don't think that when you look at the matchup and you say, well, they got put KVK 4, even though this is, you know, KVK 1 strength that we're seeing displayed. I mean, I'll be honest, based on the numbers, I actually think this matchup is a lot closer and probably one of at least the better KVK matchup stat-wise that we've seen in the past multiple number of seasons, which is a good thing. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Part of me kind of feels like I want to root for the underdog here a bit. And I mean, I think you can make a case to say that the numbers could support me saying, okay, well, I kind of feel like there's a very tiny, you know, slight advantage I could put them, but I think it's more of like, hey, this is just a pretty balanced KVK, which so far would mean that the devs have kind of hit a W here, right? I mean, this is the first 4 KVK groups have all been very well balanced for the most part, which over the past couple seasons, I don't think anyone would come out and have said that. You know, if it was if it was the players, right, doing the Diplo. So yeah, man, and you guys know I'm very critical of the dev team when they're doing certain things for actions or interactions that they've taken on KVKs and their matchmaking and their processes that have gone into it. But I would say this has been probably one of the very few seasons I have seen in the past many seasons where you can arguably make a case that the first four, the top four KVKs in G2 are fairly, if not very well balanced. I mean, again, man, I just, it's hard for me to look at this and say, oh my God, how bad are any of these top four KVKs going to be in G2? Oh, they're all over the place. You can't say that. So yeah, again, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say, again, probably against popular, because like I said, I think you can make the case for either side. And I'm sure more would probably lean in favor of YSS. But I'm just going to say slight advantage, but I would say this is probably my second. I would almost say this could be my second most balanced out of the top 7 so far that I like. So I would say 375 NVR team, but second most balanced. I'll say that. Right? That it feels like, which again, when was the last time you heard that from a KVK1? When was the last time? Never. Maybe in beta. I'm just wild, man. I am a little bit shocked because I didn't think I would be the one advocating for that and saying that because of just how critical I've been over. But I think you have to be objectively fair, right? If you can't look at it objectively, and put any of, kind of previous histories, bias aside, or, just if you're factoring in trends, I think it is fair to say that. Okay, let's go KVK 5 now on this. Let me see what some of you guys have said. Yeah. Sonny, you could give a quick mention to B seed KVKs, maybe top 3 or less. Oh, okay, I'll have to take a look then. I don't know where it starts. Nader, I already have a bomb of drama for you, Pookie BN. Oh, dude, just shoot me a DM. Yeah, hit me up on my DMs, bro, anytime. Let me see here. Was it already about? Oh, no, lovely. BLZ, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. Scotty, if MVR can keep YSS focused on them, then I think they have a good chance of winning. If they can't, then YSS takes win. I mean, yeah. And that's what we talked about yesterday too as well. I actually think that's a good kind of lineup assessment. Kaizen says, good matchup, agree. She's so well balanced on paper. Sunny, huge W for the devs, yeah. Sonic, what's up, man? BN, your scans are always so off, like you scan 225 to be 17 bill. We are 15.5, but you scan 509. So we not anybody if you check their alliance. Sonic. So yeah, but we talked about this yesterday. So I ended up going. I had a few people that had reached out to me about the video I did for the data that we showed. And now, in most cases, the Hero Scrolls team has always been very accurate. However, they did, when I brought it to their attention, they went to kind of go and do a little bit of research, and they had noticed that there was something on the game side that was causing, and they even, I guess, then someone mentioned it to me later. I didn't realize the connection. There was a system mail put out about kind of a display error for some data that they put out in game. So I think it's connected to that. However, they said they're going to take a look at it and update it. And then whenever I get the next scan, which if it's before the season starts or if it ends up being after it, or I should say, and/or after it, I'm going to update my numbers too as well. For now, as I said yesterday, we're using Call of Stats right now. That's what we're going over to show off the updated numbers. And then we're also using 55 mil and above player data. So it's actually a bit more accurate in my eyes for at least the top groups that don't have as many younger kingdoms that have a decent bit of T4 there. But yeah, I absolutely will be making that correction. As most people know, anytime I put anything data related out, I do not like giving inaccurate information. I don't do that on purpose. It's never going to be something that I promote or put out there in the ether, if you will. And I'll absolutely make a mention to as well when we put out the next one. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, of course, man. Of course, anytime. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate anyone. I always tell people, like, look, man, if there's something I put out and, you know, there might be, you know, a number off here or there or something to that effect, especially if it's something I'm putting out that the Hero Schools team has provided to me, please feel free just to hit me up in a DM and say, hey, boss, hey, I think these numbers might be off, right? This is what I'm getting. This is what you showed based on the date that it was pulled. Just want to bring it to your attention. Like that's how people will reach out to me and let me know. And that makes it easier for me then I can take that, I can forward it to the appropriate people over there, because that can also, and the good thing I like about when people reach out and let me know is that can also affect other kingdoms or other kings or queens that get scans if they requested things on a particular day that I did. So it's really kind of a double bonus. It helps fix it for me, but it also helps it fix and also something that them address it as well on their end, because with them, they kind of do two games, right? They do rock as their main priority, and they also do COD scans as well, and stats for kingdoms. So, you know, it's something, even if they may not necessarily be paying as much attention to it in some regards as rock, it's always nice when they can get some feedback like that. So yeah, man, I always appreciate it. Okay. KVK 5, we're going to take a look at now, which is, I think I'm on here, right? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay. So for number 5, we got ED5 Milk VOD, and they're going up against Wolf 21SW RSX. So this is actually a little bit bigger power gap here, right? So it's 6 billion in favor of Milk. Okay. But, oh, sorry. It's 6 billion and 11 million average power in favor of the Milk team. But then on the other side, there's almost a 3%, 2.83, 2.84%. So almost 3% PvP activity diff, and that's going in favor of 21SW. So, I mean, that's, again, like I said, that's, to me, nice to see. That's what we talk about often, right? If you're seeing a little bit more power on one side, a little bit more average player power, you typically want to see a little bit more PvP activity on the other side as a way to kind of offset. Okay, continuing. Hero power, 3.31. So what, that's 300 mil, 280, 280 mil? Okay. Kills, 219, 216, 3 bill, separates, very small. Deads, this is a little bit more of something, I think. So you're talking 430 million at that point. I mean, that's what, 25, 22-ish%? I mean, that's a decent bit. I mean, and that's more deads going in Milk's favor. So that's power, average power deads, PvP activity going in favor here. Okay, let's continue down the road. Heals 211, so that's 21 bill. I mean, it's small. It's not nothing. Okay, 2.23 trillion mana, 1.98. So what's that? 0.25, so it's 250 billion more mana spent. Combine that with the heal. Okay. And the deads. Oh, I mean, yeah, I will say I'm leaning a little bit on the Milk team right now. 21SW team isn't too far behind, but I'm definitely leaning more Milk team currently. Okay. So legendary heroes, 5-6. So you got what? 550, 540 more legendary heroes. Man, the max pets thing. That's interesting. That's what, almost 3 times. What's that? Plus 24. Exemplars go the other way, plus 13. Players, though, here it's plus 17. Okay. Full T5, 312, 2, so it's plus 14. At 100 mil, 85. Okay, so this is plus 17 the other way now for 21SW. Okay. 125, 150, plus 11. 150, 200, now it's the other way, plus 19. 70, 51. And then 250 to 500, that's almost double. That's plus 17. No, sorry. Plus 15, excuse me. And then at 500 to a bill, 2 to 0. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to say... Oh... Part of me wants to say maybe decent advantage on the Milk team. But maybe I could go as far as saying slight advantage, because we just don't know what the Milk performance numbers are going to be like. You know, I mean, again, right, given people are still there, you know, how much were they able to kind of trim and reinvigorate their population there in 60, given everything that went down? Right? So it's like, are you betting on that or are you betting against that? I mean, I do think all the other categories, for the most part, lean in favor of that. So, yeah. You know, I'm going to go out on a limb here and probably just say decent advantage. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say decent advantage to the 60 milk team. Right? You could argue me down to slight, but I'll say decent. Yeah. Okay. So that's my prediction there for that one. So again, I would have them winning the KVK. Let's go 41-38. So this is KVK 6. Let me see what some of you guys said on that one. Mommy says poor RSX is T4 versus okay. Sonny says, yeah, this is the first one that looks a bit unbalanced. Yeah, I mean, no, I would say this is the most imbalanced one out of the first 5, but that's also not saying that the level of imbalance is egregious. It's not a lot, right? But it is just the widest margins out of the first 5 so far. Okay, so let's look at KVK 6. And did somebody DM me? Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so looks like cool. So Ezio from Hero Squad just got back to me. Looks like he's gonna shoot me over a scan in the next hour. So that's awesome. So it should be a fresh one with, I don't know if there's gonna be some of the updates, but at least it'll be a fresh one. So we should be good there. And I'll update it on my sheet too as well to reflect. Awesome. Okay. So let's go. Oh, wait, hang on. Where am I going next? Where's my notepad? Boom. Okay, here we go. So KVK 6. We got FGWW, IV. Sorry, 21SW, Yo, and NWO that we got here. Okay. 4771. 45. So this is what, 2.2 bill more going in favor. Okay. 150, almost 151. So what's that? 5.5 mil. I mean, it's pretty small. PvP activity, I mean, 2.14% going in favor of NWO. Not bad. Hero power 3 kills 250, very close deads. Ooh, yeah, the dead one. Oh boy, that's almost 500 million. So I mean, you're almost at 25, probably 23% or so, right? Give or take one more. I mean, that's something. Heals plus 15 bill, 14.5. Okay. The mana spent, right? There it is, right? So the mana spent one, 2.49, 2.03. I mean, that's 470 billion more. You're looking at about 25%, probably 23 again or so percent increase. I mean, that has to be a factor on top of the deads. Legendary heroes, I mean, very close here. What separates you? 26. Max pets plus 17. Exemplars going plus 40, 52. Players, 3 more plus 3 for 316, 313. Okay. Full T5, 291, 288, so it's plus 3, very small. 100 mil, 74. That's plus 12 in favor of the I team. 92, 96, 125, 150. Very close. 150, 200, 62, 91. So, wow, that's plus 29. Jeez, in favor of NWO. But then we get to 200 to 250, and now it goes plus 18. I mean, that's more than 50% increase. And one person over 500 to a bill. Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, I feel like it wasn't looking that bad. Like it was actually looking okay. Yeah, part of me almost wants to say decent advantage. I mean, I do like the PvP activity percentage and numbers going a little bit more in favor on them. But like yeah, I think I'm going to go decent advantage to 509 I team. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go on that one. All right, let's look at number 7. Like 1.3 of those deads are from Mike. Yeah. Yeah. And I was thinking about that too. Yeah, the 1.31 billion. Yeah, absolutely. Like this is a little bit more spread out. However, the 444 isn't that far off from 519. It's really just the 318. That's a bit further. Right, at least if you're going to compare one of them. Okay, let's take a look at the next matchup. So this is VP22 30 NA win going up against RSTM KOK and Statement or STMT. This is the last of the groups we're going to do as far as a little bit more of a kind of a deep dive because I'll probably talk about this a bit as well. Let me see here. So 39, wow, this is actually really close. Jeez. There's like, what, 400 million that separates the power? That's great. Average, look at this, dude. Average power, 138.97, 137. Wow, is that close? Under 2 mil. Average power that separates. It's not bad. However, here you go, right? The first decent one at PvP activity is 3.2%. And that's in favor of Koki. Hero power, very close kills. 10 bill separates, not that big. Deads, 330 million. That's really good. Heals plus 21. Okay. That's in favor of the VP22 team. Let's look at mana spent. How does that look? 1.64 to 1.48. So you're talking, what's that, 160 billion? That separates? Okay. Very small. I feel like that's not too big of a number for how big the numbers are. Legendary heroes, 300, 260, 270 more. Yeah, I mean, it's something. Max pets plus 4. Very small, though, on the margin there. It's not too wide. Exemplars plus 19. Players, look at that, 22, 23. I mean, this is a pretty good matchup, to be honest. Yeah, wow. I mean, with the exception of the PvP activity, I mean, the numbers on here are really, I mean, this could be like my number 2, number 3 most balanced group. I mean, even the full T5, it's only plus 14 that separates. 100, it's 80 to 10, plus 10. 125, 150, plus 11. 150, 200, plus 4, but now going the other way. 200 to 500, plus 4. And then, I mean, this is a pretty good match. No, I know. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, Sonic, absolutely. If we were able to see the decorations, oh, that'd be so cool. I wish. Huh. Where am I leaning on this one? Well, I'll say this. Part of me is leaning on the statement side a bit. Yeah. Part of me is leaning there just a tidbit. Yeah. I'm going to say slight advantage, but I think this is very close. Or sorry, this would be the KOK side. Yeah, but I'm gonna put third most balanced. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Ginger, what's up, man? Fair on paper, but others are complaining it's not fair for them. Really? I don't know, man. It doesn't look that bad to me. Yeah, I mean, listen, you know, after us looking and addressing the top 7 KVKs out of G2, I mean, I feel like you can't not say that the devs didn't come out with a W on this. Like, they did a way better job than I'll be frank, than I thought that they were going to do. I would almost go as far as to say that I could speak for others, and that I don't think any of the other, I don't think the majority of the community had faith that they would do a good job. So, and I think that's fair to say. So I'll just say I am a bit shocked, but at the same time, pleasantly surprised. Oh, what happened with this one? Yeah, VB22 has no max decos, and they have trash activity. Wind is destroying the KVK. Really? For what? Why is Wind throwing the KVK? Sonny says some alliances are dead weight and won't impact the field. Oh, don't get me wrong. I can agree with that to an extent. To me, it would be nice if we could see some more of those stat lines. Nader statement mentioned. Sonic, you don't know what you get. Yeah. Wind throwing. Wait, why is Wind throwing the KVK? Leaders making the pairs is worse. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely is. I mean, yeah, there's no question. Nader says the problem is due to map positioning. VP22 is effed. So I haven't taken a look at the map yet. Maybe we'll do that real quick, because I haven't really kind of gone out of my way to look at like what the opening is and kind of how everything looks. Let me see real quick. It doesn't really matter. I'll take a look at well, no, sorry. Let's look at one that doesn't have any action going on, so we don't have to see anything. So let me do this. Oh, here it is. Hang on. I need to go Augerstone, right? Where's the... Oh, I can't. I have to go into a... Oh, balls. Hang on. I keep forgetting. I have to go into a kingdom that's already there. Oh, I think 86 is there already. Oh, no. Why did my thing just crash on me? Oh, you piece of shite. Ugh. One sec. Let me load this back up. So let's do that. I think if I look at 86. Okay, I want to go in one that doesn't have any fighting happening at the moment. So let's do 446. Let's do that. So 446. Okay, I'm loading this up. Let's take a look. So, because I want to see... So they have an open jet. So, okay, so it's zone 1. Where the hell's the Augerstone here? Let me see. Shit, can I open this? Here it is, Augerstone. Oh, I have to build the Augerstone first? Dude, I am going to slap this... I'm so upset right now. Okay, hang on. Let me build this Augerstone. Jeez. This is not fun. Let me just say that. I have to build this Augerstone here. Listen, if I have to struggle building this, you guys are gonna watch me build this Augerstone. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, huge W devs. NVR and OMG have the advantage. Valley, what's up, man? And Win won't allow it to be fixed. Really? So they are throwing the KVK. Wait, so Nader, so you're saying Wind is saying because of the map positioning, they're not going to, they're just not going to play? Or have they said something else? Oh, yeah, I'm working on that. Problem is devs only looked at power and not age of server or deco, etc. Yeah, I again, I'd like to see that, because to me, I feel like that could be a little bit more telling. Absolutely. Especially with how impactful the decos are now. And really, for the most part, probably have been, right, since the release. Decos play a big part. All rally garrison leaders accounts favor our side. Okay. Wind won't allow vote to swap zones since they refuse on the vote of the other five other kingdoms. What do you mean on that? Other alliances can't help defend zone. This map was played on G3 and it seems to be what happened there. Oh, because I was gonna say, I thought they implemented the swapping feature now, where like if the majority, or I don't know how many, if it has to be 4 out of 6 that vote on it. But I thought they added that in. I'd have to read back up on the rules. I can't remember exactly what it needed to be. Not until end of season later. No, VP22 is between 808 and 724. They will get zone locked. We proposed changing VP22 zone run location, but the only ones to refuse are 381, and they being a jerk to their own allies too in Diplo chats. Oh, wow. I was going to say, yeah, because I thought they added it in where you could swap. I can't remember if it is swap the zones or if it's just swap the teams. Or is it connected? I'm sure someone will let me know on that, because I can't remember what the note said on the patch for that. Oh, thank you, Moo. Okay, so it is both. So if you swap the team, it's swapping the team and the zone. So it's okay. I mean, because to be fair, you could make the argument you're okay with swapping the teams, but maybe you want to keep the zones. Part of me feels like that'd be nice if maybe they gave you the option, but I guess, okay. I guess that's fine. Okay, so it's swapping the team and the zone. Okay, thank you for that. And you're saying that they don't want to swap the teams. Okay. For whatever reason. I guess you said because they have some internal stuff going on the other team. Okay. Interesting. Give me a second. I'm going to make a note. I want to make a note. Let me make a note. And that's for the VP22 one? Hang on. Which KVK was that again? That's KVK 7. Okay, here. I want to make my little note here. Oh, it's all kingdoms have to agree to swap. Okay. out, and then it swaps kingdom and zone 1 position. Okay, cool. I'm just make sure I get this right here so I can be accurate. Akudetato. Okay. Okay. Proposed changing. Okay. Oh, I said okay. So the proposed change was only denied by 381. Okay. May everyone agreed. Except 381. Okay. I mean, to be fair, even if you didn't swap the position, you could still have everyone agree just to not zone lock. Just throwing it out there. Even though I understand that is unfortunately to some a little bit more difficult to probably jam out on that front. Let me not forget about my thing here. Let's go wall upgrade. All right, we're almost there. We just gotta get to level 7, and then we'll be all right. I play with them, and it's the same as not having an ally. You guys. Desmond's 509, 5698, thinking it would be a fair fight. 698 is one to have your older kingdom versus WATF. Yeah. I mean, yep. Devs did not make it that way. 509 has 2 deadweight allies while all 3 other alliances are active. Yeah, you're not supposed to win zone 2, but get to FZ and have a chance to win FZ. Yeah, swap. Okay. You think it's that way? They seem active in chat. They're that way you will see on the field. Plenty of alliances talk and do brink of war and whatever, but are useless in actual fight. I'm sure they'll lose on 2. Yeah, they lose 100%. Jeez. I'm back. Who loses on 2? Oh god. Okay. Yeah, let me just get to here so I can see it. That's funny. Yeah. Look at the top players in VP and statement, and you will see the problem if 690 doesn't get zone locked. Yeah, you can help your allies to prevent the zone lock. G3 played this map. Yeah, Guns doesn't shoot a while ago. Is SOS2 not the KVK where you can zone lock with bastions in some gates? No, you can't. LMAFO, there's no one from the side that can help them there. Sonny says we'll see when BN builds a soccer stand. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take a look and see how it is as well. I'm trying to pick one, like I said, that doesn't have any action going on, so we don't get disrupted by the visual aids on the map. All right, and I think we're just gonna do wall, and then we're done. Oh, fungal tree. Crap. What level did I say I had to go to? 6? Oh, I'll see whenever it gives me the... Oh, there we go. All right, awesome. We should be able to do it now. Sweet. All right, here we go. Nice, we're at 7. Let's build the auger. All done. That didn't take that long. All right. Oh, I don't care about that. All right, auger's built. Let's take a look. So there are... Ooh, hang on. I need to update this anyways because I'm gonna be doing it, right? Yeah. So, where's my notes for TRD SOS? The Road to Dawn. Yep, here it is. Okay, so this is SOS 2. Ginger BN's doing greatest heights push right now. F you. With love. Okay. Where am I going now? 4133. Oh God, it was 198, right, for DTF? Or is it 168? Crap, I'm already forgetting. Let's see. 148. Yep, I totally forgot on that one. If you like the alliance. Not funny. All right, so the start is, I think it's the 30, right? Yeah, so it's 8:30. We don't know when end is or when FC's gonna open. So, okay, let's plan this out. Where's my thing here so I can see? All right, and let's do it like this. Let's right screen it so I can kind of look at both. If you ran into shit through. Okay, so let's see. Where's zone 2? So level 1 pass opens at the Beast, which is the 3rd Augur Stone. I'm updating this on my sheet too. So it's called the Beast. And that's level 1 pass. What does that open? So that opens not zone 2. That's going to be Runic. So we'll say Runic Zone. Okay. And then 4 is statue opens at 4. So we'll say statue opens, which is Augerstone 4. There's no pass opening, and that's called Chest of Desire. Okay. Number 5. Number 6, number 7. Okay, so there we go. Level 2 pass, and that's going to be zone 2. And I said Augerstone 7, and that's called Secrets of Decay. Okay, and then zone 2 pass. Oh yeah, you can. So yeah, you can get zone locked. Because they have the cross zone 3 here with the level 6 pass. Oh. I just don't understand, man. BN, we need your farm accounts to use CP on 808 so we can win Brick of War. Oh my gosh, does this suck? Yep. Dude, but look at this. Is this new? Or am I tripping? Did they ever have Runics at the Cross Zone 3? Or did they just add this? Because this was one of my suggestions for them to do. Could someone tell me that? Am I forgetting? Because I don't know if I've ever seen them have a statue in Zone 3. Can someone correct me on this? No, I don't mean that. I mean, is this the first season and map where they've added a statue in the Zone 3 at the Cross Zone 3 wall? Because the only time I've ever seen them have a statue is in Zone 2 or in Zone 1. Is it or not? Someone have to tell me, because to me, if this is true, this is the first time I've ever seen them add a statue, another statue zone outside of the Zone 1. Okay. So this is the first season where they've added. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if it was there back in the day. You could be right on that. I can't recall. But I can tell you, at least over the past like 10 or so seasons, I've never seen them. And this has been one of my things that I've suggested. This is a big win. This is a big W. I love the fact that they added this here, because I've been advocating for this for a while. I don't love the level 6 pass for the Cross Zone 3. Again, I think that's god awful. Well, let me be clear here. It's not that I think it's god awful. It's that it should not be the 7th pass, right? To me, this should be the 7th pass, right? So it should go, in my opinion, in order. It should go like this. The final zone pass should be 5. The Cross Zone 3 should be 6. And then the Zone 2 invade should be 7. Right? That's how I think it should go. I'm okay with the passes there. It's just the order at which they open. Yeah. Yeah, God, man, this sucks. Well, get ready for KVK. Dude, and how have they not learned their lesson? I mean, if the last season wasn't any massive indicator on the amount of KVKs that died and were done before the FZ opened, and it's been the case for any KVK seasons where they allow this to happen, it's like you're not encouraging more people to fight longer. You're only encouraging, all you're doing is encouraging the teams to try to finish the KVK off sooner before they get to the final zone. Ugh. It's just, yeah, man. It's no bueno. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Chindrakin on VC, I'm lonely. It's your bottom. Yeah, either way, we zone 3 to 1 key. Yeah. Yeah, if your bottom home kingdom loses. Oh, yeah. Right, because how is... Well, you know, hang on. Let me finish this, though. This is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, and that's level 3 pass. So 11. That's level. Let me finish this first. So what's the level 3 pass go to? Is that gets you into zone 3? Okay. And what was that called? Silent Celebration. Which I guess technically it is because you're celebrating by yourself to make it in. Okay, so that's 11, 12, 13. So 13 is level 4 pass. And what is that? Where's 4? Oh, so 4 is Runic Zone 1, and then I'll say this is Runic Zone 3. Okay, and that was 13. So 14, 15. Also 14. I guess I could put that in for 14. Netherlands call. 14, and we'll say zone 3 statue opens. Okay. And then what? 15, 16. That's level 5, so unparalleled. Let's do that. 16. Is that unpair? Oh. Bravery. That's 16. And that's level 5 pass, right? So level 5 is the cross 2 to zone 2. So they have a cross 2 to zone 3 invade and a cross 3 zone invade. I mean, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. You just can't. 17, 18, and that's salvation. So this is, I don't know what that is though, but it's that's level 6 pass, right? So okay, so that's going to be the cross zone 3 invade, and that's the level 6 pass. And what did I say? 18 on parallel? Yeah, so that's 18. Augerstone chapter 18, and that's salvation. And then 19, 20. And then finally, final zone open. So that's final zone. Level 7 pass. 820. Swords into plowshares. All right, so we got to update it. So this is how it looks. So this is really bad. Yeah. So this is it. Oh, am I a little bit bigger there? Oh, I guess I am, huh? Oh, I think. Oh, I see why. I see what I did. What's that? 491. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so that's how it looks for this one. Wow. And then it's just like what, Eternal Watch, whatever Winter's King is. And then level 5 passes will be open at Augerstone 23. Oh, I see. So you can go the other way then. I guess that's what that means. Or no, sorry. You can, I guess, invade other level 5 passes in other zones. Interesting. Caters. This reads like a list for the Lady of the Night. It's like a menu. You're ordering off some kind of interesting menu. Yeah. Sonic Call of Builders. Tell you what, NASTi, I'm glad to not be in the YSS KVK as a filler kingdom. Oh, I'm sure. YSS at least does Diplo, even if it's a shit one. Sonny says, Guns explained on his streams there are multiple paths you can take. He's playing this map on his Archer account. I'm pretty sure your allies can help you fend off an invasion. I saw him doing it. Oh. They can't if you lose zone 2 and zone 3. Well, yeah, obviously. Chest of Desire, Silent Celebration. Stamen gonna make this KVK the new KVK 1, yeah. So okay, so we got this down, right? We I think have a good idea now on how that's gonna play out. So I mean, even if you can assist through the statue, I mean, yeah, you still have to win yours. So I wonder, can you get pushed through the statue then? Right? But wouldn't that mean they'd have to... Oh, so I guess they'd have to rally the statue through their level 4 pass then, huh? So does that mean... I wonder if that means that you can invade the zone 3 then through the statue area. Means. Or if that's even a possibility. I wonder if it says that in the rules for it. Let's see. Players can move through passes belong to any alliance that belong to any alliance at their camp. Defeated legions. Here we go. Attacking here. Cap, rallied armies. Okay, max cap. When a pass is semi-protected, only alliances that have occupied a behemoth's lair in the pass's region. Okay, so you can't. Okay, yeah, so you can. Yeah, because someone said you could invade through the passes. It doesn't look like you can based on that. Unless they just didn't add any language to it. Okay, so we have that locked up, so I think we're good on that. We've done the matchmaking for the top 7 groups here. I just don't know where the Bs are. So is that I don't know. Let me see. Because I categorized all of them on my sheet. So where is 800? Oh, so they are B. Okay. So this is the start of it, I think. Right? And then it's 632. Okay. And they're B as well. So that means these are probably some of the top B kingdoms. Where are these ones? Let me check real quick. Where's RSTM? Is that 403? Let's see here. Oh, so 403 is A. Okay, and then wherever the 11, does that mean that the rest of these are A2? What about statement? Where did they end up? What's that, 808? Oh, so they, okay. And then 12, so what about, where's wind? 381, let's see. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like the top 7 groups here are A, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So these ones are A's, and then once we get to 8 and beyond, then it looks like it goes to B. So these 3 groups would be like the top 3 B groups, basically. Yeah. So we'll probably show this off on stream too, when I do the videos. So I think we're okay there. We have knocked that out. Let me see here what's going on. No mentions. Just taking a gander. No, we're good. Okay. So I know Ezio said he's going to get us something here. I think he said in like an hour. So we're coming up on that. So if he can give me the updated scan, we can start doing the state of the gen pools, which is something I'd love to do, honestly. So we did update. So I need to do some, I gotta do some more timeline updates as well. That's gonna be a sec, I think, on that one. And then I have to take a look at the G3 pool because I think their registration just started. So that's 2 I have to do. And we have to document the Row League as well because they just finished their round 1. So maybe we'll do that first here in a sec. And then the pool status updates. So where's my Row League stuff? Yeah, so maybe we'll do that because we did the Strife conference for the teams. Caters, I wonder what unparalleled bravery would be. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, absolutely, man. So I think we're okay there. Let's do this. I think we're actually okay there. Let me. I can probably load my account back up now, huh? Yeah, let's do that. And then we can start plugging in here because I need to look at the Row League stuff. Oh, I have some messages too. Oh, that's nice. Wee. Oh, dang. I thought that was something else. I always love it when I see that, but. You'll be okay on that, I think. All right. Let's load up Row League. Because we're going to have to look at this. So I can update all the matchups here. So we'll do Strife prelims. So this is for season 2. I'm going to have to update this as well. We'll probably do that here in a sec. That's actually pretty funny. Let me grab this over here real quick. Oh, geez. Did they just put out another one? Wow. That's pretty wild for that announcement. All right, give me a sec here, fam. I'll let you guys enjoy this for a sec. Let me go tinkle. Ah, we're back. Oh my god. What happened? Anything crazy go down? Interesting. Mm-hmm. Ban the set. What is this? What? Okay. Okay. Let's start doing some matches. All right. This could take a sec. Well, Eight, 8, 8. I'm trying to think because I won't have to redo the names and the power. I just had to redo the points if I really worried that much about it. So it is less work the second and the third time. Or we just don't do the points and the wins until after. Yeah, we could. I'm trying to think because if I do it that way, maybe it won't be. Yeah, because the points are mostly, I think, the total. I don't really care too much about that. So maybe we just don't even do that. Ruben, what's up, man? Hey, man, do you have a posted link to the spreadsheet, spreadsheet, excuse me, that you've been using for the G2 pools last couple of days? Not yet. I will once I get the updated scan from Ezio, which I should be getting shortly, at the earliest. I'm gonna upload that to the sheet, and then I will. I'll upload that on the sheet, and then I'll post a link to that on my Discord. That's the only reason I haven't posted it yet or made a video on it yet, is because I wanted to at least have some of the updated numbers, just to do to some of the inaccuracies that we had on a couple that we found out afterwards. So the short answer, hopefully at the earliest, I'll have that. And I'll do a video on it as well. That's my plan today. But yeah, just not yet. Yeah. You know what? Maybe we just commit. Right. Maybe we just commit at this point. Just because I'm a gentleman. I'm going to time myself and see how long this takes me, because I'm very curious now. The other thing I was thinking is, like, maybe I do it on, I don't know, that might be hard. Yeah, I was thinking I could do it a different way too, but never mind. Might be a little bit too much, I think. Try as we could to manage power creep. We still ended up in G2, so any info is useful. We are in 4142 KVK. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, no, I'll definitely have all the updated numbers, and, you know, at least for what we cover, and have it public for everyone. So absolute mundo. Mm. Hmm. 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 Make a note on this. Yo. What up? What up? I'm just streaming. That's right, man. Enjoying the new setup. Did I do that? Oh my gosh, you're right. I totally. Oh, you know what? I'll do it. Yeah, hang on. I'll do it right now. Let me see. Oh yeah, I got you. Let's take a tomorrow. Whoa, what's going on here? Let's see. Oh. Yeah, let me, what I'll do is I'll put it together right now and then I'll send it over to you here in a sec. Yeah, and then I'll give you a call back when I finish, when I wrap up. Yeah, no, I will. All right, love you too. Bye. All right. that was the daddy-o. What's my code here? All right, cool. And then I gotta grab I have to do that? Oh. All right, let me see here. What do I need? Oh, look at some jams here. Ooh. Actually, might not be that bad a one. Let's see here. Okay, then we're good. Just doing a little bit of a side venture here real quick, fam. Forgot to get this. I forgot I had to send my dad some of these suggestions here. He was kind enough to remind me. All right, awesome. Let's just send a quick email. And last one. Sweet. Oh, so that didn't take that long. Forgot to send these over to this guy. All right. Where do we leave off at? We here? Oh no, it's already on burn. 731. Yeah, we'll do FC next. Oh, geez. Mm. You know, part of me is thinking we'll do this a little bit faster. Maybe we won't do the points and the wins until the end. Let's just do the groups and the power for now. And then I can do the points and the wins at the very end to get either average points or total. I was just thinking about that, right? That would go a lot faster if we do it that way. So I think I'm going to do that just to save a little bit of time, because now that I'm thinking about it, I can always just go off of what's already in game if I want to really do kind of group updates for each round. I don't think that's... actually, I'll just do zeros here, huh? Yeah. Well, honestly, it probably doesn't really matter because they're not... there's no like algorithm for these. Now that I think about it, so it's probably totally fine. Cool. All right, and then... oh yeah, I guess I can remove these too, huh? Yeah, I guess I'll have to do all those now that I think about it. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I get the thing for the other stuff, I'd probably rather just... oh, that's probably the kiddos. Mm. Hey, girls. Huh. Oh, it is. Okay. Man, I thought that was something else for a sec there. Yes.
Can I play my friends today?
Yeah, you got to go do what you got to do first, then read a chapter of your book.
Okay, that's it. When I go on chapter 3, am I done?
Yeah. Where did you leave off?
On chapter 2.
Okay. Yeah, you do what you got to do. Read your chapter, and then come tell me. Mm-hmm. Hey, sweetie.
Hey.
How's it going?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys some food in a bit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is actually gonna work out a lot better. It's like less overall work that we have to do. And it still lets us archive everything that we need for the future season. Well, for this upcoming season as well. We'll just kind of do it in stages.
Daddy!
Don't yell, I'm right here.
Go to this camp at the
Is it-
cafeteria.
Is that camp?
$96.
Shh, let me see.
Please, it's at the cafeteria at school. It's at 6:30
it's,
tomorrow.
Oh, it's Cub Scouts.
$96? Girl, that's way too expensive.
Okay. Yeah, let me talk to your mom. Okay.
It's at cafeteria at Freeman's Mill, and it's at 6:30.
Dad,
Okay.
6:30
Dad, did you not see how
p.m.
much money that is?
Okay, it's okay. I'll
She's
let,
60.
No, Dad.
it's okay. I'll
96 way
okay.
too expensive.
Talk to your mom. Don't worry.
She's going to say no.
See, not so hard.
Mom's going to say no.
Wait, what's up there?
Yeah, Mia, go wash your hands first, please.
What?
All right, let's see. 0.27.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Don't tell me you're gonna go on your video.
Oh, wait, let's see. My gosh, I think it's getting hot in here.
See, I told you.
No, no.
Let's
Yeah, see?
see, 1 PG. 5. Let's do that. Yes. I love you too, sweetie. Yeah, I'll do this. This will be a lot better for me. I'm gonna turn the AC on here. Oy.
Okay, Daddy.
Wash your hands. Oh boy. All right, it's 3:52. All right. Yeah, all right. Let's do. We'll do a few more here because I honestly don't think we'll probably get the updated sheet until probably later today. At least just how it's looking, and that's fine because then we'll do it from there. Though I could probably talk about the map. Ooh, that actually would be a good video. Let me write that down. Let's talk about updated. That actually would be a good video, I think, now I think about it. Talk about the updated map. Where was I, BB? Let me at least finish this one, though. RDL. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to work on this periodically. I thought I'd be able just to jam it all, but, oh, you know what? I forgot how much work it was. And it is. Yeah, that'll just let me know where I left off. Yeah, so I know. Yeah, I think that's probably good. Okay, fam, I'm probably going to cut this one around now. We've been going about 3 hours. I'd love to go a little bit longer. I wasn't able to start as early as I would have liked to. I don't know. Maybe we'll come back. I will say the possibility we might come back tonight and do another one just depending on availability. Because I will say if I get the updated scan today within the next couple hours, I may consider trying to, because I would love to start filling in the Gen Pool State of Affairs sheet where we can look at kind of what's the new lay of the land here on each of the Gen Pools, and then kind of go over that as well. So that maybe if I get some time, if not, maybe tomorrow at the latest. But yeah, definitely hoping and aiming to do a little bit more. Like we said as well, streaming wise. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. I know sometimes, we might get into something a little more interesting. Other times it might be a little bit more of a grind fest on my end. But, for me, I like doing this stuff. And, again, as everything we kind of did for season 1, being able to have that historical archive to kind of show you guys everything. But thinking at least of some ways to minimize the amount of massive workload that I know at least the early rounds are for Row. So, yeah, with that in mind, absolutely. We'll be finishing and wrapping this one up. The season 2 one is available. I have it on the Discord, so you guys can kind of go in and access this at any time. I'm going to update this. Like I said, we'll get this finished up for at least the teams and their powers. And then once the group rounds finish, I'll go. It's like once round 3 finishes, which I think is on September 6th. So yeah, we basically have at this point, right, 2 more weeks. Once that finishes, then I'll go in and update the total points and the wins for everyone, so we can look at how that looks as well. I don't know if there's really going to be much to kind of update now that I think about it, as far as, you know, even if I was to kind of do group round ones. I think the thing for me that would probably be the most interesting would be going through the divisions to maybe find some close matches and potentially highlight those ones for people to go and take a look at and check out. Because I think that's a little bit, I think that would be a little bit more interesting. You know, so that way, so maybe we'll kind of do something like that. I'm going to make a note too as well. Let's do this. Pro League close match shout outs for prelim rounds. Cool. All right. I just added a little note there. So that's something, again, if I get some time, I'll absolutely go through that now that I'm thinking about it. So, all right, fam. Well, that's going to be it for me, man. I hope you guys have a great rest of the morning, the afternoon, wherever you might be, whether it is, what did I say? Morning, afternoon, evening, as per usual. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. Y'all take care. We'll catch you hopefully either later tonight. If not tomorrow, is going to be hopefully the next time that we go about. All right.